Once more into the breach, my friends. You'll see that we are standing here in the storage room, which is empty as all get out. It also happens to be about noon. In real life, too. We've found our lily pad. I ran, well, you can't see it from in here, but there's a swamp. We passed through it in the first episode to get to here. So I went back to the swamp and I grabbed the lily pad. Now we're just waiting on this stuff to grow. So I've gathered into my inventory some of the things we're going to need to build modular storage units and their storage modules. We get us some ender pearls and we'll be able to build this remote one, which will allow us to access it from a handheld tablet. But until then, we're just going to kind of do this. So if you click on here, you'll see that we need this machine frame. That is gold nuggets, iron, and lapis. So I don't have any gold nuggets right now, so we'll just go ahead and turn 2 of these into it. Boom, now we got 18. So then we're going to use our favorite trick. We're going to shift click, and it's going to tell us that we can make 8 of these. Right now, I'm only going to make 2. Alright. So, now that we have that, what do we need? Quartz, redstone, and a chest. Huh. Look at that. So these are pretty neat. These are what are actually going to go in here. They can sit side by side. It's pretty cool. We'll just stick these in the middle of the room. Oh, look at that. Storing stuff. Place down a modular storage block. Isn't that nice? Okay, so what these can do is there's a little crafting window where you can store recipes. You can also craft 1, 4, 8, or a stack. But you can't store anything in it right now because it needs these storage modules. We're going to try to build at least 2 tier 3s here. So we're going to start with the tier 1. How many can we make? We can make 2. Good enough. How many tier 2s can we make? 1. What are we missing? Oh, we're missing a chest. Okay, so we need more wood. Simple enough. We'll just have to remember that one of these is to block up the hole. We're not going to block up the hole with it right now because we want to leave it open so we can run back in. Our nearby trees haven't repopulated yet, so we're just going to kind of try to continue to whittle away at this one. Oh, I hear monsters. They appear to be underground. Okay. Because we're also going to need chests for the tier 3. Tier 3 takes blocks. Yeah. So we're going to need, what? A couple more chests? And let's see if we can just take this tree down. We've been hacking at it for a while. Oh, it's one of those trees. Okay. Here we go, guys. Alright. With fast leaf decay on. Ever destroy all the wood? Nah, there we go. As I would say, in a section of the tree, the leaves will disappear like that. Ah, we got it, guys. Okay, that's going to give us plenty of wood to make those chests. We're also going to do nature a favor and replant the tree we harvested. We don't want to stick around there too much because we're not doing bees yet and we don't feel like getting stumped. It's also kind of getting to be late, so we're going to go ahead, head inside the house, and we're going to do a little bit more crafting. Not much has changed over there. I just moved that storage crate downstairs next to the crafting table. That way we've got a shorter distance to travel with all of our stuff we want to just throw in these storage modules. And the storage modules are going to act a lot like... There we go. We need 3 more chests. 1, 2, 3. There we go. The storage modules are going to act a lot like our 2 storage boxes. We're going to have one where we're going to keep like blocks and ores and things like that, and then one where we're going to keep like plant products. Yeah. Okay, so sorry about the sniffling again. Okay, let's make another tier 2. There we go. And for tier 3, we're going to need 4 of those, right? 2. I think it's 4. Yeah, it's 4. Okay, it's 4 blocks of gold. We're going to need 2 blocks of redstone. And we're going to need Whoops. You know what? We'll just do it this way. 4 of those. Now we should be able to make 2 of these. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now the thing with this is Tier 1 can hold 100 stacks. Tier 2 can hold 200 stacks. Tier 3 can hold 300 stacks. This can hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. 9 by 13 is going to be, what, 27 plus 90? Like 110 stacks? So these are bigger than that. So now that we've got that, and I like sorting them by just showing the icons. Alright, and so if this one is our ores and stuff, we can just kind of do this. This one's ores, the planks. Oh, it's nighttime, that's right. We need to sleep before there's way too many monsters upstairs, huh? But yeah, we can move pretty much everything from that one storage crate that's right next to the crafting table into that first one. So pretty much everything from here, except for these little plant things. That is going to be a food item. That's a plant, but it grows redstone. Yeah, we'll leave it as a plant. That's a gardening thing. Yeah, like this. So basically anything that's not, a plant. Oh, we're out of inventory space. See, that says it's got a storage module in it, but it's not full. As it gets more full, that green will fill up. Watch. Oh, and well, we can probably put the canola in here because I mean we've been. Oh no, we're full up on power apparently. So canola, rose bush, apple. These plant items. That's a food item, effectively. Alright, and then the rest of that can go in the other one. Alright, so, like I said, we got ourselves a few plant items here. And see, this is searchable, like if I wanted to find just eggs. Okay, but then you've also got, like, here. I'll show you its name and what it is. Here, it's going to just do kind of a double column. There's that. You can sort it by name, by the number of them, and then you have show groups. But we don't have that functionality built in yet because you have to build one of those. Allows for sorting items in general. You can sort them by like the mod they're in, that sort of thing. But I like to have them by their tiles and by name. It's just easier for me to find stuff. So we're going to go through the tedious task of sorting all this stuff out. Or should I say moving all this crap over. Mostly because it's not going to take too long. I mean, we're almost done. So, yeah, we're just going to kind of move all this stuff over. And then we'll move the stuff from the chest outside over in between the next episodes. I just want to show you how this modular storage system works. Eventually, I want to have 4. One is just going to be for building blocks themselves, so it's going to like hold the dirt and the diorite. Sorry, give me just a moment here. Sorry about that. You probably still heard that, but I couldn't breathe for a second. I had to kind of clear myself out. But one will be for man-made objects, items that are already crafted, like the iron bars or the ladders, these, that, and you know what? Even already made food is going to go into the man-made items one. And then there's going to be building blocks, ores, plants, and we can stack these up. And then there's also a storage scanner, which again, it requires us to have ender pearls, which is going to be kind of a thing. If we can find a way to get them, we'll get them. But it requires us to have ender pearls. The storage scanner we could put like right here, and then we can access all the inventories that it can scan. So we really, since we have the crafting table in here, although you can craft in the storage module here, see, check it out. We could technically put a storage scanner in here and have it scan inventories, and it will tell us this inventory. It will tell us this one, this one, this one, this one, and all of these. And we'll be able to interact with them. It'll be pretty cool. All right, so again, we're just gonna kind of let the plants in there grow. The other thing that I had thought to have in mind was the creation of the downstairs here, where when we go that way, we're going to. That's also why I made the floor in this room polished diorite. Because if it was smooth stone, every time we chopped it up to go down there, we'd have cobblestone, and we'd have to go cook it up. You know, like come in here, toss it in there. Oh, yeah, that's bread. Toast it. You know, we'd have to bring it in here, toss it in there, cook it up, and then bring it and put it back. So since I'm not too terribly keen on doing that, we're just gonna not. And so we'll leave the building for another time. We've already done enough tedious stuff. We're gonna do something fun. So it is noonish. Alright, that's gonna give us an opportunity. I'm gonna go see about grabbing our shears because I totally forgot them. And we're gonna make a bed to travel with. Shears ought to be in here, right? Oh no, they're already in my inventory. Wow. Okay. Anyway, and oh, wow. I'm telling you, I am on a roll with that today. Okay, there we go. And we're gonna go see about shearing some sheep, making a travel bed, and doing some exploring. I want to look for a village. We haven't found one yet, and I would like to. Alright, so other things we're going to have on us will include a travel crafting table. Ta-da! Okay, so let's find us some sheep. I know there's some over this way, and I'm thinking there might be some over this way, because that's the plains. So, again, we're gonna do some exploring. We're going to hope that by the time the sun is ready to set, we've got our 3 wool, and we're ready to settle down for the evening. We're going to hop across here. This is the first place I looked for a lily pad. I usually find them in these big bodies of water, but I found nothing. So, moving right along. This is also where I got most of my eggs, because chickens. See, there's another egg. Like I said, this is a vast plain, and I'm hoping we can find some sheep on it. You know, so that we can build a nighttime bed. I also want to get see, there we go. I also want to get a wee bit of extra wool so we can start getting scoops to chop up some beehives and get some stuff out of them. That way we can make an apiarist chest to store bees. Oh, look at that. Until such a time as we are ready and able, as well as willing, to start in on bees. Because bees are a thing. I've never done bees. So it's going to be entertaining. Alright, let's go ahead and make our travel bed. Unless, of course, we have the option for a sleeping bag. Let's see. Nope. Okay. Don't see a sleeping bag at all. Although I do see a baguette. Oui, ho ho, baguette, croissant. Okay, so now we have our travel bed. Ooh, we want to keep our travel crafting table. Alright, and we are ready to travel. Let's see if we can find us a village, guys. Let's take a look at what we've explored so far now that we see it. This is where I went to go get the lily pad. Again, this is where we spawned. We traveled up this way, decided to turn this way, and we settled here. That's our canola farm, where we make our obsidian, and the house. Okay, now we're way over here. And I'm thinking we're going to kind of cut this way because it looks like there's another swamp. But we may go through that root forest over there, just to kind of see what's going on the other side. Because I have found villages on the outer edges of those. If we ever want emeralds, these Extreme Hills biomes right here next to us are going to be amazing for that. Okay, so here's that roofed forest. Let's kind of try to make it so that we don't have to swim as much as possible. Because glub glub, glub glub, glub. Mostly because swimming is not necessarily the most pleasant venture. There we go. If we can get on top of the root forest, that'd be hilarious. Okay. like I said, we're going to see what lies on the other side. Looks like there's another plains over there. So we're going to kind of head that way. Again, we're hoping to find a village. Thanks to the journey map, technically I could put a marker, kind of like this, where home is, but I'm not going to. Because, let's face it, at the moment, I'm not really all that keen on the idea of having that just kind of sitting there staring at me. Oh, we have a burning zombie over here. See him? And we have some more roofed forest. Oh, look, he's headed our way. I didn't care for him too much. You? Alright, so we're going to continue our way through this roofed forest as we keep an eye on our timepiece. Look at that, we made it most of the way up the hill unscathed. Oh, we got us some caves that I seem to have fallen into. It's almost time to lay down the bed and hit the hay. I want to make it to the top of this rise. There we go. Alright. You know what? Let's get the shears back out. Yeah. Let's get the shears back out and let's collect some of these because yeah, we'll collect about 8 of those so that we can use them as decorations around the house. There it goes. But yeah, I didn't put the waypoint because we can just use our map to determine where home is. Again, we're just going to kind of keep trekking here. I hear footfalls, and I really don't want them to be, something dangerous. Nope. Looking for grapes. I want to be able to make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. But I think those are going to come from a berry garden or a tropical garden. I think. But they may not have those anymore. Because this is the new version of Pam's, so they may not have those gardens. So I'm just kind of punching gardens when I see them, so that I can try to figure out what's in them. Let's take a moment. Hello, are you hunting sheep? Alright, let's take a moment. Let's survey this plains. Take a look at our map. Okay, so again, home is back there. Don't you growl at me, you piece of garbage. Alright. I haven't fed you any bones. You're not my dog, so I don't care. Ow. Okay. Although if I had any bones, I would totally feed one just so that I could have a dog. And then we would feed it a pork chop every day. Or maybe some steak, because apparently cows are easier for me to get a hold of right now. Alright, like I said, we're just going to kind of keep journeying through this plain, looking for a village. I figured it was about time we had an exploration episode. Because, we haven't had one, except for the one where we found where we were going to build our home. I thought, why not, right? The modular storage stuff doesn't take much. Didn't take long. Let's go ahead and eat our melon juice there. Okay, so totally not seeing a village on the map so far. Not very disconcerting. But should we find a village, we will place a waypoint there, and we'll start using the waypoint system. I just didn't want to use it on this first exploration episode. That looks like more trees. Let's see. We'll head that way and take a look. Yeah, it's another swamp. Okay. Hello, horses. Now if only I had a saddle. I don't know. Did any of the mods that I have, Nope, there is no crafting recipe for a saddle. Oh well. Let's get across these hills. We'll see what the fruit of the tree is here. He said is jungle wood. Papaya. Alright, and we will continue the epic journey to find a village. Because epic journeys are epic. Like I said, we find a village and we'll mark it with a waypoint. Oh, pumpkins. We have those at home. Mostly because you can punch grass and get random seeds. Because Pam made an awesome mod. Okay. Looks like the plains continues off in this general direction. Okay guys, we are at the 20-minute mark. We're going to go ahead and see about calling this here. Next episode, we continue the epic journey for a village. And get up to the top of this rise before we before we really call this off. Again, next episode, join us as we continue the epic search for a village. We are days away from our homelands. Am I even on the map? Where's the center on me button? Oh yeah, there I am. We are days away from our homeland, but we will make it. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is it from the breach.